Hey everybody,
Hi,
I'm Tina,
I'm Christine. We are ladies of the Lanai.
and we are at
Chicago Fire Brewery.
Great Chicago
Great
Fire
Chicago Fire Brewery
and Tap Room in Leesburg
in Leesburg.
as we continue our
pizza journey.
Yes.
Yes. By special request by all our guests, we kept mentioning pizza and they asked us to do some pizza taste testing, and we are happily obliging.
Right.
We are basically in downtown Leesburg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
and so we're continuing with the cheese pizza.
mm-hmm.
This is a Chicago style thin crust pizza.
Right.
And
we asked because we thought that Chicago was a deep dish pizza, but what did we learn?
It's not.
It's not true.
It's what did she say? A tavern pizza?
It's a tavern pizza, and I said, "Is it like a bar pie?" Because that's what we call it in where I'm from. You know, a thin crust pizza like this that you get in a bar setting, and that is a bar setting inside. It's called a bar pie. She said, "No, it's a tavern pie." Mm-hmm. I think it might be the same kind of idea, but right. Tell everybody what she said about the generation of the deep dish. It wasn't really Chicago; that it was.
I forget what chain.
Another chain, Uno's, or
yeah, maybe it was Uno's,
who just sort of like coined it as Chicago deep dish, but it's really not.
It's a marketing thing.
But
this is a 12-inch cheese pizza. It's $11.99. They do a 7-inch personal pizza for $8.99. They do not do slices for all the slices people asking. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna take a taste because it's supposed to be thin and crispy.
But they cut it into squares.
Yes,
it's not like a big triangle thing.
Right.
It's like lots of little squares, so you get a lot. So
okay.
For $11.99 for this, I would say it is the best, price that we've found so far. Mm. I would say for sure. And we're just looking to get just plain cheese pizza so we can compare from one to the other.
And it feels crispy.
And it looks cheesy. Mm-hmm. And I know you've made a few points about saucy. It doesn't look terribly saucy.
But it's very cheese.
Yeah, look at that. Oh.
Mm.
Well, definitely thin crust. Mm-hmm. I'm always examining the crust. It's like perfectly cooked.
It's like crackery crust.
That's a good description, crackery. Mm-hmm. Which I'm not sure if it denotes that it's not like freshly hand tossed, like they made by the dough. I'm not sure, but what do you think of it?
I like the crispiness.
I like the cheesiness.
I like the cheesiness.
It's like super cheesy.
The sauce could have a little more flavor.
Yeah, and the dough it's nice because, like you just said, it's crispy, but it's like it's also kind of a cracker, like it's going towards a cracker rather than like a crusty, chewy, dough that you can sink your teeth in. It's more like really super thin.
Yeah. Also, when you're having just a cheese pizza, like I would normally get like a pepperoni or something, so there's a little more flavor to it. Mm-hmm. But I like it. I like a lot the crispiness, and again the cheesiness. But the sauce, to me, the sauce could have a little bit more flavor, but it's still good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are we doing whatever our rating kind of thing? Someone had suggested.
Yeah. They said 10 is you would eat it. You'd recommend it. You'd eat it even if you have to travel for it. 9 being one notch down from that, like you might not necessarily travel for it. 6 and below was kind of like semi. I wouldn't go even if it was in my own hometown. I wouldn't go.
I think this is an 8 for me.
Is it?
Yeah. Like I said, it's not, I don't like soggy, and this is not soggy, so I like the crispiness.
Yeah, like Brooklyn pizza, you kept saying it's so saucy. It's so saucy. I'm like, oh, she doesn't like sauce. Yeah, I would give this more. I would not travel for this, but if I was in Leesburg, now knowing you get all this for $8. No, $11.
It was, I think, $11.99.
It's by far, I say, the most amount of pizza for the least amount of money that we've run into.
Right.
I'd say this would be a good guess if I was in town here shopping, because it's a quick, cheap, good enough pizza.
Right. Then they're known for their hot dogs, so we got a jumbo hot dog.
Vienna style hot dog.
Relish and mustard, even though I'm a ketchup person. But and this was $5.99.
That's also a good deal.
So let
I
me
think it's double that
cut
if
it.
you have it like elsewhere.
I'll try and cut it in half with this.
Okay, we're going in
Yeah,
with the hot dog.
why not?
Okay. All right. I do like a good hot dog. This is really kind of really super chubby. It's like a chubby, it's a chubby hot dog. It's not like a skinny one at all.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a good hot dog.
It's really good. The relish is good. It's like sweet and tangy. I like the
It's
like
it's a juicy hot dog.
like a super meaty. Like sometimes you eat a hot dog and like I'm still hungry. I think if you ate this whole thing, you'd be like, this is good.
Yeah, that's a good hot dog.
I would travel for this hot dog.
Really?
Yeah, I would. It's really good. It's super chubby.
I was gonna say I like burnt hot dogs, so
Oh, burnt.
Mhm.
Never
like charred.
Oh, like on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So far we've gone to the first night we went to Brooklyn Pizza in
Frenchie.
Leesburg, Frenchie's in Sawgrass. We definitely liked Frenchie's over Brooklyn. Yesterday we went to
Icy King.
Icy King, which is
You'll see.
yeah, you're gonna see. It really, really grew on me. Now with regard to individual slices, I don't think you could get that at Icy King. I don't think. Maybe Brooklyn's was the place where you can get 2 slices and a soda for $9.99. We did see the lunch somewhere. We're going to try and respond to the question about can you just get a slice? That might have been it, but I'm not really sure. So
It could have been on the little chalkboard.
yes, it could have been on the chalkboard.
What else? And then they also have all the beer here. They had a lot of different beer, and Christine got a flight of beer.
I couldn't resist. They had a flight of beer, and it was 4 of these 4-ounce pours for $8. I thought that was a really good deal too.
Yes.
So I couldn't resist. And they had a few different IPAs, which is my my beer of choice. So I said, I'll just try it just to see, because some of them were like house wines, beers. So yeah. All right.
So what did you? And so you said
I just
are you a 7 then for here?
I would give this a 7. Or what? You give it an 8?
It's 7.5 or 8.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it for Great Chicago Fire Brewery and Tap Room in Leesburg.
Yeah, it was recommended for us to try the pizza here, so
yes,
that's why we came here.
Yes,
but
it's not deep dish. Don't make the mistake we thought. It's a thin crust.
Tavern pie.
All right, we'll see you at the next pizzeria.
Bye.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
I'm Tina.
And I'm Christine.
We're ladies of the Lanai.
Back again for another
more pizza.
More pizza.
And this time we're in the bubble. We're at a very, very popular spot.
Very popular. Can you guess what the most popular spot is that everyone mentions that they like the best?
And ask a villager. Many people.
Piesanos. So here we are. Finally. We're coming like in the middle of the afternoon, so it's after lunch before dinner, and it's almost crowded. It's kind of crowded. Yeah. We're lucky to get a seat. Crazy. But anyway, so in keeping with our theme of just plain cheese pizza, and right around this size, right around this price point, this is their plain cheese pizza. It's not the margarita. It's the plain cheese. It's a 12-inch. And do you remember?
I don't remember the price now. I don't have a menu in front of me.
But it wasn't terrible at all.
No. But we'll put the price above
the gourmet
here.
Pizzas are a little more pricey, but this is just a plain cheese pizza. And I'm always like looking at the crust, and this is like a little charred, but only slightly. Not as charred as Frenchie's was, or as Icy King. Theirs is pretty charred. But yeah, it's still just a little bit, which I like. I like it. So we're going to go in.
Check it out.
Serve each
Do you want
other.
me to serve you?
Sure. You've got the tool in your hands. And now I've been here before, and I have had the margarita pizza, which is more like that thin crust gourmet. This is just a plain cheese pizza, and that one is amazing. But let's see how this is. They just served it, so it might be a little hot. It doesn't fall apart like some of them do, and it's too much sauce.
It's good.
It's not as good as the gourmet pizzas that have more like their margarita pizza. So we didn't get the margarita because they had a plain cheese.
Right.
The margarita pizza is out of this world, I will say. 10 out of 10. This one,
I think it has a nice amount of sauce. Not too
Mhm.
much, not too little. The sauce has a good flavor. There's a fair amount of cheese.
Mhm.
It's not like super cheesy like Great Chicago was.
that was really cheesy.
But it is a little more doughier than I thought it would be. But let me try the crust. The crust is crispy, which I like.
Yeah.
But in the middle, it's a little more doughy.
So,
Which is good.
and look on the bottom, it looks kind of like a New York pizza looks, and that's what we personally both been on the same hunt.
It could be the kind of oven. I'm not sure what kind of oven.
Yeah, it could be the kind of oven that they make it. And it could also be the water.
It could be.
It's really good. The pizza's delicious. Do you know what kind of ovens you guys have?
Stone Fire.
It's a stone fire.
Yes.
So it's not wood, it's stone that heats it. Okay, cool. Thanks.
You're welcome. Keep enjoying.
Thank you. So that's interesting.
Okay. But so I'll say that the crust is crispy. And you can see like there's a little bit of depth to the so
Yeah.
it's not thick, it's not thin.
Exactly. It's kind of in between.
Oops.
Oh. She was getting fancy with the cheese.
I got saucy. um,
Well,
I like it. What would you rate it?
the margarita pizza that I've had here before, which is a specialty pizza, that's a 10 out of 10. I'd give this like
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'm
It's
gonna
really
have
good.
to try that. It's a different crust?
I feel like it is a different crust. I feel like it's got more like fire on it. This one I give maybe 8.5. What about you?
Maybe an 8.
Mm.
I'm going back to 7.5, 8. It's all right.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I don't know if everybody loves it. It's just, it feels a little too doughy for me in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my personal preference.
Okay.
I
But
think.
as far as our quest for a real New York pizza, no, right?
It's close. It's closer, I think, to New York style.
Yeah.
I'm questing just for good pizza. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be New York. Christine's in search of New York, the New York slice,
I am.
and they don't do by the slice here. Just so
They don't do butter
right.
slice here.
And I didn't notice gluten free. Did you?
I did not notice gluten free.
Okay,
No.
we'll double check.
For a lot of people who are sensitive, if you're making the pizza in an oven that's regular flour, it's not going to work for them. So
I wonder if they do two ovens when they do gluten free. I don't know, but
Probably
yeah.
not.
So this is Piesanos. We showed before, but they started out. I think we did a clip, but these were their famous rolls. So they come with 4 rolls, and it's kind of like salad dressing at the bottom, Italian salad dressing, and it's on it, and like some cheese or garlic.
nice to have a little appetizer.
So they start you out with that, and they have a full bar, and it's crowded, and people like it, and it's at what is this?
We are in Lake Deaton Plaza in the Villages, inside the bubble this time. And Tina's coughing, so we're going to say bye for now, and we'll see you either out on the Lanai or at another pizza
pizzeria.
restaurant. Bye.
So we're just testing again.
Sound test with the
We'll try the famous roll.
trying the famous Piesanos garlic rolls. Garlicky, buttery. Oh,
Is it good?
mm-hmm. Little balsamic
Is it vinegary? Oh,
Yeah, a
okay.
little balsamic vinegar. I could have done without it.
Have you had it before?
No, I don't think so.
Garlicky.
Okay.